Fever fans attending Storm game to receive Caitlin Clark Nike logo shirts. Following Caitlin Clark's Monday night reveal of her long-awaited Nike signature brand logo, the Indiana Fever, 1918, have fully embraced the former Hawkeyes brand launch by decorating the inside and outside of Gainbridge Fieldhouse with the newest emblem, along with a unique fan giveaway for all attendees at Tuesday night's matchup versus the Seattle Storm, 2018. While the two-time WNBA All-Star and 2024 Rookie of the Year has been absent due to 4 separate injuries suffered throughout her second year in the league, the Fever certainly went all out with their celebration of Clark's logo launch. The most obvious being the logo and the words "Caitlin was here" appearing on the sides of buildings and on the backboards of numerous basketball hoops located around Gainbridge Fieldhouse, which the franchise said would be part of a pre-game party located at Indianapolis Morris Bicentennial Plaza. In addition to the decorations outside the arena, Indiana will also be giving away white T-shirts featuring both the new logo and the previously mentioned "Caitlin was here" wording to all fans in attendance for Tuesday night's game versus Seattle. Despite the massive celebration of the 2024 number 1 overall pick's latest branding news, it will unfortunately not correlate with her playing status for Tuesday night. Although Clark made significant strides towards her potential return before Indiana's clash with the Minnesota Lynx on Sunday, she will miss her 16th consecutive game due to her right groin injury. This will also mark her 25th regular season game and 26th game missed overall, including the WNBA Commissioner's Cup Final. While some conspiracy theories exist, claiming the Fever/WNBA is secretly withholding the truth regarding Clark's injury status, the former Hawkeye has shown every indication that she wants to return to the lineup before the 2025 regular season ends. The news spread like wildfire across Indianapolis. All Indiana Fever fans attending the upcoming matchup against the Seattle Storm will receive a Caitlin Clark Nike logo shirt. It wasn't just a giveaway, it was a statement. A bold merging of star power, branding, and fandom, all wrapped in the silhouette of Caitlin Clark's long-awaited Nike emblem. For Fever supporters, the chance to walk into an arena and walk out draped in their hero's mark felt like a once-in-a-lifetime reward. And so, the countdown began. The build-up. In the days leading up to the game, Indianapolis buzzed with anticipation. Sports radio shows dissected every detail of the promotion. Local shops decorated storefronts with Clark jerseys and Nike posters. Kids practiced logo-range shots on driveways, imagining themselves sporting the new shirt. On social media, Fever fans bragged about tickets. Posts read, "I don't even care about the score, just want that shirt." Others plotted ways to trade extras or frame them like collector's items. For a franchise long starved for spotlight, this kind of Fever pitch was unprecedented. The night of the game, game day arrived under clear skies, but inside Gainbridge Fieldhouse, the energy was electric long before tip-off. Fans lined up around the block hours early, eager to secure their limited edition shirts. Volunteers handed out black Nike bags, each with a crisp, white shirt folded inside. When the fans pulled them out, the design shimmered under arena lights. Caitlin Clark's interlocking CC logo, arced with the subtle outline of a basketball's flight, embroidered with a golden swoosh beneath. Minimal, powerful, unmistakably Clark. Children held the shirts up like trophies. Teenagers immediately slipped them on over jerseys. Adults snapped selfies, hashtags like hashtag CC logo and hashtag Fever Family trending before the first whistle blew. The atmosphere inside. By the time players ran onto the court, Gainbridge was a sea of white cotton and golden arcs. Entire sections looked choreographed, unified under Clark's mark. For the Fever, the sight was more than heartwarming. It was motivating. Even Caitlin herself, watching from the bench as she continued recovery, was visibly moved. She smiled, shook her head in disbelief, and mouthed, "Wow." For someone who grew up dreaming of this kind of recognition, the moment felt surreal. The game's narrative. On the court, the Fever needed every ounce of that energy. The Storm arrived confident, boasting veteran leadership and young stars ready to test Indiana's resilience. But from the opening tip, the crowd roared with the kind of intensity usually reserved for playoff nights. Every Fever basket was met with a wave of shirt-clad arms. Every defensive stop drew chants of Caitlin. Caitlin, even though she wasn't playing. The logo had become more than a design. It was a rallying point, a symbol that Clark's spirit was present even if her body wasn't. Fan stories. Among the 17,000 in attendance were fans whose journeys to the game added layers of meaning. A family from Iowa City drove 7 hours, wearing Hawkeyes gear beneath their fresh Nike shirts. "We watched Caitlin change Iowa," the father said. "Now we're watching her change Indiana and the whole league." A young girl, no older than 9, clutched her new shirt like a blanket. Her mother explained she had saved allowance money to buy a ticket. "She just wanted to be here," the mom said. She says Caitlin makes her believe she can be anything. A college student held his shirt aloft, posting on Instagram, "This is like being at the first Jordan giveaway." History in real time. The stories multiplied, weaving into the larger narrative. This wasn't just merchandise. It was identity, the symbolism of the logo. Nike executives watching from courtside could only smile. The Caitlin Clark logo wasn't meant to be just another mark in the company's long catalog. It was designed to inspire. The curved lines represented motion. The arc symbolized possibility. The flame hidden inside spoke of relentless drive. For fans, those elements translated into something deeply personal. Wearing the logo wasn't just cheering for Clark. It was embodying her fearlessness, her work ethic, her audacity to pull up from 30 feet when the world told her not to. The turning point. Midway through the third quarter, the Fever trailed by double digits. The Storm looked poised to spoil the celebratory night. But then the crowd, almost instinctively, began waving their shirts overhead. Thousands of white fabric banners fluttered in unison, accompanied by chants that shook the arena. The Fever responded. Boston powered inside for back-to-back buckets. Mitchell hit a 3. Suddenly, momentum shifted. The team played with a surge of energy, as if Caitlin herself had checked into the game through the spirit of her logo. By the fourth quarter, Indiana had clawed back into contention. The arena was deafening, every fan on their feet, every shirt raised like armor. Clark's influence from the sideline. Though sidelined, Clark became the emotional engine. Standing up after every play, shouting encouragement, pumping fists toward the crowd, she embodied leadership without dribbling a ball. Her teammates fed off it, their confidence restored. It was a reminder that influence in sports isn't always measured in points or assists. Sometimes it's in the presence, the belief, the sheer magnetism of a player who changes everything by simply existing.